Hey everyone, thanks for checking out this episode. Today we have a very special guest. Her name is Sam Lenza, a professional hula hooper. We're actually going to be visiting her today to discuss how she got into this field. And there's going to be an original performance today. Spoiler alert, there's going to be fire. So let's get right into it. If it's okay with you, just jump right into the questions?
Sure.
All right, so first and foremost, how did you get into hula hooping?
Witnessing people doing it firsthand. So I started going to music festivals when I was about 20, 21, and I saw fire spinners for the very first time in person. And the moment I saw it, I was like, this is what I want to be doing. I want to be performing at shows, spinning fire. I want to be on the other side of the caution tape performing at music festivals.
And how long ago was that?
6 years ago.
6 years, nice. How much practice did it take to get as good as you are currently?
I've been doing it for 6 years, and I practice about once a day.
Yeah.
So, a long time. Yeah. A lot of effort, yeah.
Safe to say thousands of hours?
Thousands. Thousands.
Okay. So, out of all the movements or tricks that you learned, what would you say is the hardest one that took you to master?
Definitely the headstand with the hoop around my foot.
Wow, that sounds hard.
It is. I've injured myself numerous times attempting it, but...
Oh, wow. Any other tough ones?
I mean, there's still some I can't master. I mean, there's like an unlimited amount of tricks that you could do. There's so many different people within the flow community that do their own style of flow. It's never ending. There's always going to be new tricks to learn. People are creating new stuff every day. It's hard to narrow it down. There's a lot of things I still want to learn.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What services or shows do you offer with your hula hoop talents?
Oh, like any kind that somebody would have. I mean, I do birthday parties for kids. I do 4th of July parties, Memorial Day parties. You know, basically whatever opportunity there is to have some form of performance art, I'm available.
That's awesome. So what does hula hooping mean to you?
Everything.
Yeah?
It's everything. It's my life, yeah. Like, it's the one thing that if I didn't have it, I wouldn't know who I am, and I don't know where I would be, if I'm being totally honest. And just to put it as simply as I could, it saved my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that if you don't mind?
I mean, I struggle with a lot of mental health issues, as you know. I have bipolar, I have anxiety issues, complex PTSD disorder, and a plethora of other things I won't get into, but just to put it simply, it's the one thing that I can do to get out of my own head. And it's gotten me through the toughest times of my life. I had my hula hoops in rehab with me.
Oh, really?
I did.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that. I think the topic of mental health can't be covered enough.
It's probably one of the major topics that need to be talked about right now with everything that's going on in the world, so it needs to have a light shed on it.
Absolutely. What advice would you have for someone struggling with addiction or mental health issues that need an outlet like you have?
I mean, the best advice I could give is to indulge in some form of a hobby, whether it be fitness or, art, something. Just do something to keep yourself busy. And above all, like, my biggest piece of advice to anybody that's struggling with mental health in general or substance abuse, usually they go pretty hand in hand, is don't be afraid to ask for help. Ever. Like, just make it a point to seek help. It's advice I wish I could have given myself. I was in a weird position when I got help. I didn't ask for it. I was kind of pushed, It's a weird story how I even ended up in rehab in the first place. But it all started with a cry for help, whether I wanted to admit it or not.
Yeah. What tips might you have for someone that wants to get into hula hooping?
I mean, it all depends. I mean, if you want to do it for fitness, you could YouTube. Deanne Love is like one of my biggest inspirations. She was somebody that I watched on YouTube to get all like the good beginner, like foundational things, to be able to really excel and go somewhere with it. But she's a great place to start. She's an incredible teacher, and her videos just break everything down so simply. If you really wanted to get into it, I think that would be a good place to start.
Yeah. All right. Any ventures coming up? Any events? Any gigs that you want to talk about?
Yeah. I am performing at the Electric City Tattoo Convention.
That sounds exciting.
April 8th at 8.
How can people find you for gigs and any classes that you might teach?
I'm on all social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You can get a hold of me pretty easily. You search Sam Lenza, you'll find me.
Okay, sounds easy enough. So you're doing a performance for us today.
I am. Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing for us.
It's going to be completely a freestyle. Part of what I love about what I do and what I take pride in about my ability to perform is that I can literally pick it up and just go to anything. So I'm just going to pick a random song that I jive with, and we're just going to let things ride.
Sounds good. All right, well, let's get right to it then.
Okay.
Thanks for sitting down with us.
Anytime.
All right. All right, if everyone can hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.